Imagine landing your dream job at Google, Meta, or Microsoft. Great pay, amazing perks. Then suddenly an email hits. We regret to inform you that your position has been eliminated. This is the harsh reality for thousands in big tech. Over the past 2 years, major companies like Amazon and Meta have laid off hundreds of thousands of employees. Recently, Salesforce announced over 1,000 job cuts to shift toward AI roles, while Workday is cutting 1,750 jobs to focus on AI and global expansion, according to AP News. But why is this happening? Weren't these companies making record profits just a few years ago? Today, we'll break it all down. Why big tech is laying off people, the problems this creates, possible solutions, what it means for the future generation, and what's next for humanity. So why are so many people losing their jobs in an industry that was once considered unstoppable? Well, there are a few big reasons. 1. Overhiring during the pandemic. When COVID-19 hit, people were stuck at home. That meant more online shopping, more video calls, and more streaming. Big tech companies assumed this trend would last forever, so they went on a hiring spree. Amazon doubled its workforce and Meta increased its staff by almost 30% in just 2 years. But once life returned to normal, demand dropped. People started shopping in stores again, schools and offices reopened, and suddenly all those extra employees weren't needed. In 2023 alone, tech companies laid off over 260,000 workers. Source: layoffs.fyi.
If this is helpful so far, please consider smashing that like button so that you can help other people too.
2. The AI boom. Another reason, artificial intelligence, AI. With AI tools like ChatGPT, automation is replacing a lot of tech jobs. Companies realize they don't need as many human workers when machines can do the job faster and cheaper. A McKinsey report predicts that by 2030, AI could automate up to 30% of work tasks in some industries. 3. Economic uncertainty. The economy is also playing a huge role. Interest rates are higher, inflation is making everything expensive, and investors are getting nervous. When companies see economic trouble ahead, the first thing they do, cut costs, and unfortunately, that often means laying off employees. 4th, pressure from investors. Tech companies are under constant pressure to increase profits. Investors want to see big earnings, and one way to do that is by cutting expenses, aka getting rid of jobs. Even companies still making billions in profit, like Google and Microsoft, are laying off workers just to keep their stock prices high. The problem: why this is a big deal. Mass layoffs don't just affect the people losing their jobs. They have a ripple effect across society. 1. Job security is becoming a myth. Remember when working in big tech meant job stability? Well, not anymore. Even top engineers and designers with years of experience are getting laid off. If the best and brightest aren't safe, who is? 2. A tough job market. With thousands of highly skilled people now looking for work, competition is fierce. Companies can afford to be pickier, offering lower salaries and demanding more experience. This makes it harder for new graduates or career switchers to find opportunities. 3. Mental health crisis. Getting laid off isn't just a financial problem, it's an emotional one too. Many workers build their identities around their careers, so losing a job can feel like losing a part of themselves. Studies show that unemployment increases stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Solutions: what can be done? So how do we fix this? While we can't stop companies from making layoffs, there are steps that workers, companies, and even governments can take. 1. For workers, future-proof your career. Learn new skills. AI and automation aren't going anywhere. So staying ahead means learning skills that are harder to automate, such as roofing, plumbing, electrician, etc. B. Diversify your income. Relying on one job can be risky. Side hustles, freelancing, or even investing can provide backup income. C. Build a strong network. Most jobs aren't found through online applications. They're found through connections. LinkedIn, industry events, and mentorships can make a huge difference. 2. For companies, more ethical layoff practices. A. Better workforce planning. Instead of overhiring and then firing, companies should plan long-term staffing needs more carefully. B. Reskilling. Instead of laying off. Instead of firing employees, companies could train them for new roles within the company. 3. For governments. Stronger worker protections. A. Improved unemployment benefits. The government should provide better financial support for laid-off workers. B. Invest in education and training. Free or low-cost training programs can help workers transition into new careers. The future generation. What does this mean for young people? For students and young professionals, the job market is changing fast. 1. College degrees aren't enough anymore. A degree alone won't guarantee a job. Employers want experience, technical skills, and adaptability. Internships, coding boot camps, and real-world projects are becoming just as important as a diploma. 2. Entrepreneurship is on the rise. With job security fading, many young people are turning to entrepreneurship. Startups, freelancing, and online businesses are becoming popular alternatives to traditional careers. 3. AI skills will be essential. Whether you love it or hate it, AI is shaping the future. Knowing how to work with AI instead of being replaced by it will be key to staying relevant in any industry. What's next for humanity? So what does all of this mean for the future? 1. The workplace will look very different. Remote work, gig jobs, and automation are reshaping careers. In the next decade, traditional 9-to-5 office jobs may no longer be the norm. Second, universal basic income. With AI taking over jobs, some experts argue that we might need universal basic income, UBI, a government program that gives people money just for being citizens. Countries like Finland and Canada have tested this idea, but will it become widespread? 3. A more innovative society. The good news? If people work less on repetitive tasks, they'll have more time for creative and meaningful work. History shows that when technology replaces old jobs, new industries emerge. The challenge is making sure people can adapt. With all that said, big tech layoffs are a wake-up call. The job market is shifting, and the world we once knew is changing fast. But instead of fearing the future, we should prepare for it. Whether it's learning new skills, networking, or even starting your own business, the key is to stay adaptable. What do you think? Are tech layoffs a sign of a bigger problem or just a natural part of change? Feel free to comment below and let us know.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more, feel free to check out our next video.